Welcome back, guys. Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and today's test drive is this 1970 Oldsmobile 442. This is a real 442. It does have a 455 under the hood. It also has power steering and power brakes. As you can see, we'll be test driving it, taking it down the road, pointing out the flaws so you know what you're getting before you get here. Aftermarket set of Cragars, disc brakes in the front, drum in the rear, dual exhaust out the back, and of course there is flaws. I see chips in the paint from here. We have detailed pictures, financing, and shipping available on our website at maplemotors.com. I do suggest going over there, checking that site out, hitting subscribe, and sharing this video. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Okay, so before we leave the lot, we'll look around the interior. We'll place bets on the horn. Do you think the horn works? It's a little game we like to play. You know, this is a 1970 model, so sometimes the horn does not work. A lot of times they'll go out and people don't fix them. Coming across the dash here. Little trim's messed up. Interior in pretty good shape. I don't mind a cloth interior. It's honestly not as hot as a vinyl or leather. When you sit down on the seat, it doesn't scald you, is what I'm saying. Aftermarket gauges. Aftermarket radio. She is cold. I literally backed it off the front row there. You can see the engine temperature's down, oil pressure's, like 50. As far as our gas gauge, I'm stopping to get fuel because I don't know what's going on. That thing's past full, and a lot of times when it's past full, I believe it's unhooked at the tank or messed up at the tank. Left turn signal is blinking, right turn signal not blinking on the dash there. Tach coming up. Lower motor. Lower motor. Checking all the different levels. It's gonna need help. Wipers. Yep, they work. The radio is down here now. I don't know why there's two radios. Why would you put two radios in? I don't. Does this one cut on? That's the EQ. Okay. That's what it's saying. That's the EQ. It's pretty old school there. Have to have a second setup for the EQ. And it's not cutting on, so I'd probably just take that out. You can get a modern radio with an EQ in it. Horn? Did you place your bets? They didn't hook this one up. What about the choke? Choke's not hooked up there. It's just for looks, I guess. There's no other horn button down here either. Missing a little cover for the brake pedal. And I want to show you the mileage before we leave. Showing 85,226. It's hard to stand behind actual mileage in a 70 model. Every 100,000 it goes over. Motors can be changed, all that good stuff. You know, sometimes even the speedo's off and it'll be reading a lot faster, which puts more miles on it quicker than it's supposed to. Well, we'll take off down the road and see what else we can find though. Okay, so we're getting ready to leave here. Let's see. A little warm today, but I've noticed like every summer it gets to a point to where not that I so much enjoy the heat, but I don't mind it. Nothing new, I guess. All right, there's drive. Yeah, riding around in this car, no AC with all the windows up except for this one. On a 90-degree day. A little bit of an oven. But I tell you what, as soon as I get y'all off that passenger window, I'm gonna take all the windows down here. That's probably when we get up to the gas station. This is the first time that I've driven this vehicle. Battery gauge over here is not hooked up. It's not reading anything. The mirror adjustment still works. Not perfectly, but it works. Alright, let's see what's going on with this motor. I'm just barely into the throttle. The motor is pulling hard. It's a pretty quick car. Speedo is off on this one. It's off by about 10 miles an hour. Getting in the brakes, I feel okay. Back in the throttle. response, awesome. As far as the kick down goes, what about shifter down? You can manually shift it down. The kick down, I do not believe, is hooked up in the right position. Probably scaring that person in front of them. No, they're just getting in the turning lane. Can't scare them, they're in the Air Force. Does have a left pull on the front end, you see that? It was a light drift to the left. Brakes feel pretty good, and the car was pretty smooth going over bumps and stuff. As far as the gas gauge goes, it's saying pass full. It could be full. I'm gonna find out here in a second. If I fit $20 in the tank, it's definitely not full. So let's try it out and see what's going on here. All right. I'll be back with some outside shots, undercarriage shots, and I'll let you know about this gas gauge. Okay, $20 worth of premium fuel did fit in this ride, so our gas gauge is broken. It goes in right behind this tag here. I always run 93 in every car that we get. Somebody got mad that I was running good gas in it the other day. I thought it was funny. It's like, how do you get mad about that? I'm the one that bought the gas. People are weird. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start this one up. What did I do? Throw the keys in the floor? Of course. As you can see, that gas gauge didn't change. Our water temperature never came up, so that's not hooked up. And let's go ahead and get these outside shots. Okay, looking around on the interior, and our temp gauge just jumped up, which is cool, so it started working. And we're sitting here in idle. We can give it a little gas, oil pressure comes up. But I did notice the temp gauge started working. Okay guys, getting ready to head out. Again, temperature gauge is up and it's sitting at 190 right now. Oil pressure sitting at 40. We've done the full walk around, which I'm putting at the end. Walk around is important, guys. If you're interested in this ride, watch it. There's lots of paint flaws on this one. I didn't realize it till I got really close, but that's what I'm here for. And I pointed all of it out to you. Let's try reverse again. But so far, with the motor, everything's good. We got good oil pressure and a good temperature here. We'll go ahead and go the long way back. Hey, something cool, I just got a whole bunch of new stickers printed out, so if you're interested in that, you can give us a call, 615-822-4444. We'll hook you up. Here soon, I'll have a site you can go to, other than the one that I already got under merchandise, where you can pick up a lot of this new stuff that I'm creating myself. The throttle is so smooth on this one. Pedal itself is just super smooth. Somebody must have had to replace it. As you can hear, it's pretty quiet. Not really hearing any kind of shakes or rattles. Okay. Yeah, the only thing that I see running and driving wise is a little bit of a left drift. It's not huge or anything, but the car is just pulling a little bit to the left. Could just be alignment. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just calling what I'm seeing here. Because the brakes feel good. It's shifting out right. The motor feels strong. Oh yeah, and that kick down is not hooked up correctly, which is our passing gear. When you floor it, it should go, wah, you know, shift down. I manually shifted down earlier, and it took off. Some people will put new carburetors on, and they don't know how to set that up right. Typically, you just take it to the transmission shop, and they'll get you linked up. Nice little bump up here, halfway down the road. I'll point it out so you can give a good listen to the suspension. Right here. Didn't hear anything. I hardly even felt the bump. And as y'all can tell if you've ever watched my videos before, some cars I hit that, it'll send me up in the air. I'll come out of the seat. That's most of the time with lower cars. This one was nice and smooth. Okay, this one's checking out good, guys. Only thing I noticed, a little bit of a drift there, kick down, and the paint has got some flaws. So stick around, paint is coming up next. I'm gonna be pointing it all out to you. Thanks, guys. Let's put her back on the front row here, next to its other Cutlasses. This is the only true 442 we have at the moment though. That one's stickered up like one. All right. Okay, found me a little shade tree. Let's go ahead and walk around this ride here. Of course, anything I see, you'll know about it. I'm gonna look around the lower portions for rust, chips, dents, scratches. We're gonna check the whole entire car over. Here in the front, you do got a little bit of pitting on your front bumper. Around our headlight bezel's got a little bit of pitting. There's a crack there in the grill. Coming down the side here. Dirt there. Stain in the paint, I think that will buff out. You got some marks down here. It's like water. It's probably dirt from inside the door. Running down. Yeah, you got some over here too. It's from water running through the parking lot. Big old chip there. Chip here. In the back. Up here you got a big old spot that's been touched up. If you want to call that touched up. Bunch of chips in the paint. Edge of that door. A little bit of pitting on your door handle. Little chips. Up and over the top of the fender here. Chip right there on the edge. Slight bubbles in the paint. Some over here too. What that is chemical peel. That's where bad prep was done on the top of the fender here before it was painted. Scratch there. You got some more up here. Try and get it to pop up. It's just light bubbles in the paint. Fitting here. Chip. Your pillar. You got some dings. Mirror looks good. Weather stripping needs to be replaced. You can see it's crusty and it's got little chunks missing. Spot on top there. See it in the corner. And over the roof. A little dusty. Little dust spots. More chemical peel, bubbles in the paint. This kind of stuff is going to be a little hard to show up on camera. If you can see it, you're lucky, but it is there. It's just small little dimples, basically, little bubbles like that in the paint. But I'm zooming in as close as I can get so that it will pop up for you. Up top here, you got a big old touch-up mark. More of that chemical peel. Back window, other than a little dirt in the middle, it looks pretty good. Back bumper. That thing looks new. Somebody's replaced that. Tailpipe's got some pitting. Seal has been replaced back here around the edge of your trunk lid. A little bit of spots popping up there around the latch. Looking down in our trunk, this is glued down. Got an ant back here. Let's go ahead and shut this trunk down. Shut's good. Got a little rust bubbles here. Chips. Emblems pitted. Chips. I always thought these wings looked like they were backwards. Coming down this side. Chip. Chip there. Back that mid section. That stuff's wiping off. A little bit of pitting on your door handle there. Chips. Chip in the corner. Dinging your trim here. Spots in the paint, cracks, bubbles. Chip there on the mirror. Chemical peel on the paint. Paint job is just weak on this one. All around what I'm seeing, got little chips and bubbles everywhere. And a lot of the bubbles are caused from bad prep. That kind of stuff is just bad prep. Same with the roof here. This kind of bubbles and stuff, it's chemical peel. Like I said, got some oil or something on the car before they painted it, and man, it just started doing this everywhere. Made it around the outside. Now all we got to do is check out the interior, listen to the motor, and we'll shut the hood. Let's open up the door here. That door panel looks decent. Fabric there's a little bit pulled. See, it's kind of frayed. Seal, it's decent. Bottom side. Jams. Seats look good. Carpet in this one is not too bad. A little frayed there. Showing some signs of wear. That back seat looks nice. Headliner in this one. It's got some little stain spots. It may clean up better. console needs to be bolted down a little bit better. See how shaky it is. Not giving it gas. Battery gauge still has not come up. Here's our mileage now. Motor's quiet. Motor looks good too. Missing all the insulation up under the hood. A lot of times it'll just shred and flake off. It's not a big deal. A little bit of pitting on some of your trim, but the hood's solid. It's good. Coming on down with it, see how it lines up. And it comes down easy. Look, it's already locked. Guys, please hit subscribe and share this video. Detailed pictures, financing, and shipping is available at maplemotors.com. And of course, I got some new stuff coming up for sale. If you want some Maple Motors stickers or anything like that, I just had them all printed. They're at a good price, and you can give us a call, 615-822-4444. And we can hook you up with some. For now, I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.